You're saying, hold on, just back up. So you're saying these four people, you're saying Jeffries, Johnson,
Schumer, McConnell, Johnson, and Jeffries, the firm.
Okay,
They did this.
Okay, McConnell and Schumer, they cooked this up for the last 85 days in secret, dropped it on everybody Wednesday, and this is where we are.
Yes. And it has failed. It's failed miserably because the American people are awake. They have access to X. They have access to Water's World. They have access to information and to apps that will help them quickly digest this information. This does not work. It's an historic moment. It's fallen apart. And as a result, somebody's going to have to lose their job over this. I don't think the speaker is going to remain in power. That's my prediction. I'm not in the House. If I'm correct in that, and I think I am, we need bold new leadership, outside leadership, and I think it needs to be a Doge speaker. It needs to be either Vivek Ramaswamy or it needs to be Elon Musk.
Mr. Vance, will you accept any deal that does not include a debt limit increase?
Look, I'll say one thing. The Democrats just voted to shut down the government, even though we had a clean CR, because they didn't want to give the president negotiating leverage during his first term, or during the first year of his new term. And number two, because they would rather shut down the government and fight for global censorship bullshit. They've asked for a shutdown, and I think that's exactly what they're going to get.
38 Republicans vote against it as well.
Politics is going to politics, right? And this is something I want to really talk about. I know I've been focusing on this House issue, but I want to, sunlight is the best infected. So I want to talk about how our current political system is not incentivized to bring about solutions, right? When, let's say, me and my neighbor are negotiating something, we are more likely to come to a compromise than people in the government. Me and my neighbor, let's say we have a dispute. Hey, I want to put a fence here. Me and the neighbor will come to an agreement. I pay him something. I help maintain his lawn, whatever the agreement is. As you see, there's this blame game that's going on right now. And as you saw from the intro, there's this narrative, I'm about to show you in this intro. There's this narrative that, oh my God, Elon Musk is the puppet master. And I'm like, yo, everyone and their mama saw this coming. You guys been trying to make this divide. Oh, how long this relationship with Elon Musk is going to last? These media hacks are honestly starting to piss me off. Objectively, the vast majority of Republicans voted for the bill, but only 2 Democrats did. I said 5, but hey, I guess it's 2. Therefore, if government shut down, it's obviously the fault of Hakeem Jeffries and the Democratic Party, plain and simple. And the Democrats are trying to uphold this narrative that, oh no, it's Trump's fault. Oh no, it's Elon's fault. And I'm going to show you a couple clips. First is going to be Hakeem Jeffries trying to spin this, reinterpret this, try to reframe this as the Republicans' fault, even though all the nay votes were mostly disproportionately Democrat. But he's going to sit there and pretend, oh no, it's the Republicans' fault. Right? And in the intro, I informed you that it was just 4 guys negotiating the spending bill. And you're surprised that both people of both parties are kind of disagreeing with the bill, the spending package. Make it make sense. 4 guys got to talk about a spending bill, and they expect the rest of Congress to just go along to get along. And then when American people realize this, I'm in favor of one of the Doge co-heads to be Speaker of the House. I think that would be a smart play by the Republican parties if they do that. Either Elon or Vivek. I think more on Vivek. Vivek should be Speaker of the House. That'll give Doge real teeth. And that's something I'm a big favor of. I'm a big fan of Doge. I like what they're doing. I like what they're trying to do. And anything that makes Hakeem Jeffries, a.k.a. bootleg Obama, mad is a win for me.
The Musk-Johnson proposal is not serious. It's laughable. Extreme MAGA Republicans are driving us to a government shutdown.
Do you see a world in which you might regret not agreeing with the clean debt ceiling increase?
Which is even months ago, when Nikki Haley was saying chaos follows Trump wherever he goes, she wasn't talking about Elon Musk and what we're seeing. I mean, this is an incredible situation that we're seeing. You can't get a photo of Trump without Musk being in it. And I'm not saying that to mock. I'm just saying it's an incredible turn of affairs.
Yeah, he's very influential. I actually talked to a member of Congress today about this whole situation, and he said that when Musk sent out his tweet, the first tweet about this whole deal,
like he's never seen so much pork in his life.
Instantly, the phone started ringing in the congressional office, and people from the district started calling. And so that's real power that the power to communicate and then have it instantly translate into, in that case, grassroots action. So you can see why members of Congress are, running around freaking out a little bit about what's happening. I think likely what's going to happen tonight, hopefully, you get 38 Republican no votes here. You get Donald Trump on the phone. You try to begin to work inside the party to pull those people back. It's easier to win the debate over blame if your party is unified. The way to unify the party has always been to get Trump involved in it more.
Right. The Democrats only lost 2. I mean, 2 Democrats voted for it. The Republicans lost 38.
And I will just tell you this, my sense is what Republican voters want is for Republican elected officials to be unified and mostly unified around Trump. So my hope is that's what the leadership is going to do, try to get him to engage with the 38, unify the Republican Party, and then you can kind of operate from there.
Hey, if a tweet gave me this photo here you're about to see, that's the difference. Before Elon Musk brought attention to the spending package, after Elon Musk brought attention to the spending package, and Democrats voted against something that they actually could read. Make it make sense, guys. Shorter equals better. This bill is only 116 pages instead of 100 plus pages. Takes a lot less time to read. Glad to see the following garbage from the yesterday's bill removed in the current version. Congressional pay raise, gone. 17 miscellaneous commerce bills, gone. Random new pandemic policies like funding for biocontaminant research labs, gone. Renewal of the Global Engagement Center, a key player in federal censorship, gone. And this shows the real power of Doge. Doge is going to be a transparency department. And the fact that these Democrats are sitting here trying to pretend, oh my God, who's the president? Who's the president? Who's the president? It's so laughable to me, right? And as you guys see, it elicits some reactions from the CNN anchors and Pelosi. I see a lot of the Democrats are doing this. They're trying to say President Elon, right? They keep trying to play this little game. And I'm going to show you a clip. But before I show you that clip, I want to show you the coverage and see how CNN is covering this. And Scott, love him. He brings the common sense back into the conversation.
Elon Musk, it's not the tweets. It's the reaction. I talked to a member of Congress today who told me that when the tweets started, immediately people from their own district started calling and asking questions about, what are you spending my money on? What's going on here? It's not the tweets. It is how people are reacting, and when they find out what's going on in Washington, then they pick up the phone. It's not the tweets, it's the people. So you say it's not about the people. I'm telling you, the people were flooding the congressional offices with calls today. There's something to be said for that being part of the process. And is it a little messy here at night? Fine. I don't have a problem with messiness. They'll get something done eventually.
To me, but what is
Elon?
Messy is what democracy is. Do you agree on everything that everyone else does in your district? No, you don't. So predictable, these liberals, these leftists, these politicians. It's like they got a group chat and they all say the same phraseology. Like, how can I trust something where it seems like everyone is saying the same ish? Why do we? It's so funny, dog. It's hilarious, actually, that the media set out here and it automatically defends the Democrats on this stuff, right? Thomas Massey, who's one of the people that voted against the bill, because end of the day, their claim is that the bill still adds $5 trillion in spending, right? So, they regroup, they'll try to talk it out, and hopefully they get that 116-page bill. Maybe we bring it down to 50. Who knows? This isn't complicated. Separate the bills and vote on them individually. I agree with this statement here. One vote for the clean CR, one vote for the debt ceiling, one vote for disaster relief, one vote for farm bailouts, radical right, individual bills for each issue. And I agree with that. I honestly think that's a more efficient way. It's like, hey, do you want me to pay this? Yay or nay? Yay. Okay, it goes here. Do you want this? Yay or nay? Nay. Okay, it goes over there. And that the fact that I found out, and this is what Democrats hate. They hate transparency. This is why I agree with the idea, and maybe this is something that should gain traction from the conservative movement, from the MAGA movement, is, hey, elect either Vivek or Elon Musk as Speaker of the House. I think it's more likely Vivek, because I think Elon's too busy to be Speaker of the House. I think Vivek is a better communicator. I think Vivek is more equipped for Speaker of the House. So let me know in the comment section if you agree with me, and let's make Vivek the Speaker of the House in the next congressional caucus. Let's see it. He's part of Doge, government efficiency. Let him do it. Let him do the job. Let me know in the comment section if you agree or you think someone better can do the job. Love it. Combine this with public digital transparency on every bill at least 72 hours prior to its passage. I love this tweet here because people are literally going online and control find. Okay, let's see let's see spending, congressional. Okay, there's no pay. Like, people can shift through this information, and the fact that the media is trying to do this division. Oh, is it Musk? Is it this? And I want to show you a clip again. Sorry, I'm very clip heavy on this segment, but I want to highlight how Democrats are trying to frame this.
We reached an agreement. We came to modest achievements.
Remember, between 4 people.
And a tweet changed all of it?
Yep.
Can you imagine what the next 2 years are going to be like if every time
Yes.
the Congress works its will and
look how scared he is. Yes, yes. Democrats hate transparency. Let's call a spade a spade. Democrat voters, you can go make excuses for your party. I know it's purely tribal. It ain't gonna work on me. I know you're being purely partisan here. I don't give a damn. Y'all hate transparency. 85 days. You had 85 days to do this mess. And then y'all wait for the last minute to pass a bill, and then you want to get mad when people disagree with it. It's like going to your boss with a rushed up job, and your boss points out all the flaws, and you're going to blame your boss because of the fact that he wants corrections on your work, that you're going to miss the deadline. That's how Congress is acting right now.
From an individual who has no official portfolio, who threatens members on the Republican side with a primary, and they succumb?
Yeah, because y'all want your job. If George Soros was doing the same thing to you guys, y'all be falling in line too. Y'all don't want to talk about that though. Y'all want to pretend it's only okay. Y'all don't want to talk about that. All right. They want to talk about leadership. Oh, what leadership? Okay. You know what is not leadership? Writing a 1,500-page spending bill in secret, hiding it from most lawmakers until the days before Christmas, giving them no chance to identify and fix serious problems with it. My analogy is A1. Using threats to make colleagues vote for it and justifying all of this. These people, boy, how out of touch you gotta be. Here's from Kazin Asudul. I mispronounced that name. I'm sorry, Kaizen. Elon didn't stop the bill. Elon made the people aware of the bill. The people disliked the length, timeline, and content of the bill. The people pressured their elected representative not to pass the bill. Elon is one of the people. That should be simple enough. And the people stopped the bill. But who Democrats trying to give credit to? A centralized power. They think we're like a union. They only got to talk to the union bosses. That's the Democrats' problem. Oh my God. And Elon's seeing the narrative that the left is trying to do. And first of all, I'm not the author of this proposal. Credit to Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Speaker Johnson. Second, this is a much better bill that is closer to being a continued resolution, not an omnibus masquerading as a CR, but with support for hurricanes, victims, and reasonable. Farmers, as well as reasonable extensions to the debt ceiling. Clean and simple. If Democrats reject this government, the government shutdown, they deserve to lose big time in the midterms. And I agree with this. I think if majority of people want Donald Trump to win and he won the popular vote, I believe most of the American people are going to read it as the Democrats getting in the way. A Democratic Party that's mad that they're not going to get their 40% raise. Every tweet, if you guys been following me on X, please follow me on X. That's where you get my real-time reaction to some of these clips that I pull this stuff from. You're going to see every Democrat that gets mad about the bill not passing or they make some reference to Elon. I just go, damn, he was really mad he didn't get his raise. But here's Patrick Bet-David. He had a prediction that pretty much anyone and their mama saw coming, that they was going to try to create a divide between Elon and Trump. And like clockwork, Nancy Pelosi coming out calling Elon President Elon. Oh, we got to get VP Trump, right? They doing sneak disses like cowards, sneak dissing. Adam Kinzinger. Hey, these people are funny, bro. These people, they couldn't be more out of touch. But enough about me rambling. Let's hear Patrick Bet-David's prediction.
Elon Musk is showing that. I'm the richest man in the world, and I want nothing from you, Trump. But they're going to do the following. And I'm telling you, it could work effectively if it gets under Trump's skin. And here's what it is. 40 laws of power, law number 1, Rob. Can you go to 40 laws of power, law number 1? Do you know what law number 1 is?
Never outshine the master.
Never outshine the master. Law number 1, never outshine the master. For the next 4 years, nobody can outshine Trump. And I mean nobody. If anything happens and credit is given and they spin it, this is how they do it. You ready? Elon Musk is Trump's puppet master. That's what they're going to do.
I think he called this out months ago, right? The only way the enemy can win is divide and conquer. Expect to hear and see President Elon Musk, the puppet master, as a way to get under Trump's skin. They'll plaster this everywhere. I predicted this on November 29th, around Thanksgiving. Patrick Bet-David, like anybody with a brain could see what's coming. Who's the president here? Yeah, you're right. Who's the president? Not Joe Biden. A report came out, and I'm gonna cover this on a separate video, but here's a sneak peek. A report came out that they knew for 4 years that president wasn't able to do his job as president. Who would have thought? I mean, campaigning from your basement and still winning is crazy work. Who would have thought that? But this is that says more about the media that we have. The fact that they weren't curious enough to find this stuff out. The White House functioned with a diminished Biden in charge. I'll cover that on my next video. But to circle back, as what's her name would say, the Democrats are at fault for this shutdown. Actually, both sides are at fault for this shutdown, that they waited 85 days to actually want to do their job. And then they want to do last minute rush work and expect it to pass through because it's Christmas. The holidays are coming. But this blame is more on the Democrats, because if you look at the total vote counting, how many people voted yay versus how many people voted nay, and tally it by party? You got what? 40 people who voted against the bill? 98% of that people were Democrats that voted against the bill. Only 2% were Republican. But somehow it's Republicans' fault because they have the majority. A one person majority, I might add. And Democrats want to shift blame. They want to absolve themselves of accountability. And this is a tactic that I am tired of. I saw it a lot. If you follow me on X, I've been retweeting a lot about the fact that these people are playing these little political games. They took away $190 million from people, from healthcare workers, and then you find out they voted for it as a single item bill. Like, Democrats, y'all ain't making sense here. Oh, this is not real leadership. Oh yeah, doing a last minute cram job is leadership, huh? 1,500 pages of useless spending. That's very good leadership. That's very good governance. I'm just tired of the narratives. So here's Paulina. Let's hear her speech, and then I'll wrap up the video.
I voted for a CR, but I'm here today because I realize that the plan that's on the table currently to keep our government open, but also the promise from the only president in my lifetime who's ever followed through on all of his campaign promises to the American people. Excuse me, I'm not done talking. Give me the same respect we give you guys.
The House will come to order. My colleagues are reminded the gentlewoman has the floor. She has the right to be heard. The gentlewoman has the right to be heard.
Imagine that. The Democrats want to act like they're so mature. Oh, we govern better. No, you don't govern nothing. You govern bad. I mean, y'all been governing for a while. Look at the state of the country. You want to complain about Donald Trump spending so much money, and we don't want to hear about fiscal responsibility. Who voted along with those bills? You did. Y'all talk about how to do deal making in politics, you have to compromise with the other side, and compromising with the other side is naturally going to raise the debt because they always want to spend money. Make it make sense. Can you keep a balanced budget with a partner? Let's say I had a wife that loves to spend money, and I have to negotiate with her how much money she wants to spend. And she gets mad because I'm like very frugal, and then she wants to spend a lot. It's going to be in the middle. I'm still going to spend a lot more money than I wanted to do because I have to compromise with her. This is the same thing with the Democratic Party. And then they're going to put all the accountability on the Republicans. Make it make sense. The Democratic Party literally believe that nothing's their fault. This is my problem with the Democrats. When something good happens, they want to take credit for it. When something bad happens, they don't want to take responsibility for it. Like inflation. How you had the presidency and the Senate for 4 years, for the last 4 years, inflation highest it's ever been in 40 years, and then you pretend somehow it was Trump's fault, but you want to take credit for Trump's economy. This is the Democratic Party for you.
And the gentlewoman would be reminded to direct her comments to the chair. The gentlewoman from Florida is recognized.
From the only president in my lifetime who's fulfilled all of his campaign promises to the American people, has promised to cut hundreds of billions of dollars in reconciliation, you want to talk about shutting down the government. The deal that was negotiated was largely rejected by the American people, which, to Speaker Johnson's credit, pulled it from the floor, which is why we are here today. The deal on the table will keep the government open for the American people, and if you guys so choose to shut it down, it will be on you, but not the Republican Party. We will not be going back to the table. This deal stands as it is, so let you go back home on Christmas and explain to your people why you shut down the government, because we won't be doing it.
The House.
Furthermore, Mr. Speaker.
Damn, we hitting the hell out of that. We know how to govern. Okay. Y'all don't realize that as Americans, we look at all of you guys as one Congress. It don't matter if you try to shift blame at each other. It's like a marriage, essentially. Democrats and Republicans are married, right? No one's going to care whose fault it is. All we're going to see is, damn, that's a dysfunctional marriage. This is a dysfunctional Congress. I don't care about the finger pointing. All of you guys are culpable in that. 85 days, you waited 85 days, and then last minute, you want to stuff a $1,500 bill, and then when your bosses, us, the American people, realize, hey, we have some problems with this work you're doing. You go, oh my God, it's his fault. Is it? No. Get it done. Okay, you got it down to 115 pages. People still don't like, adding $5 trillion to the spending. Some people don't like that. All right, y'all got to renegotiate that because y'all better figure it out. I don't care about the little blame games that's being played here. As American voters, we blame Congress holistically. Sure, one side is more at fault than the other, sure. And we may disagree on who that is, sure. But they have their parts to play. And as it stands right now, America didn't like the $1,500 spending bill. A lot of Americans didn't like the fact that Congress tried to give themselves a pay raise. Even though if you look at the approval ratings of the Congress, it's in the dumps compared to a couple years ago. But you want a pay raise? Make it make sense. You think Americans would agree with that, Democrats? So we took all that stuff out, and then you still complaining about the bill. You say it's unserious. Well, news for you, Congress. Americans like the 115-page bill that you can actually read before you vote on it than the 1,500-page bill that none of y'all read, but you want to pass it anyway. You voted for 1,500 pages, but you don't want to vote for 116 where everyone can read it. Make it make sense. Elon just brought attention to the foolery that Congress was doing, and y'all got mad that the American people found out about it. But I digress. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.